So welcome to this first in the series of instructional videos, other than the introduction. This is where we start getting into our yoga practice. And I want to talk about the 8 limbs of yoga. And I'm going to give one of these little videos for each of the practices. The 8 limbs of yoga are described most famously in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which is probably about a 3rd century text. And it's a very beautiful and inspiring book. It lays out the practice for what's called Raja Yoga, which is yoga through meditation. And in this text, in the 2nd chapter, towards the end of the 2nd chapter, is laid out 8 parts of yoga. The first 2 of these are to do with behavior and attitude. So controlling your behavior and your attitude. And then getting into posture, breath, the senses, concentration, meditation, and non-dual meditation. I'll give you the Sanskrit terms as we go, but this particular little addition is related to the practice of non-violence, which is the first of the yamas, or the self-controls. Oh, it looks like we're just coming out of the forest here. So this is lots of commentaries on this practice. Like any yoga practice, it can be the whole path. You can actually get all the way to this union with the divine purely through the practice of non-violence. Famously, Gandhi, the Mahatma, practiced non-violence as his primary practice. Now, in various commentaries, you'll find that it talks about vegetarianism or avoiding leather shoes even, and being completely passive, never opposing anyone else's point of view, never losing your temper, and so on. Now, 2 things. Firstly, I want to suggest that the yamas are all to do with your life, with your conduct, your behavior, as opposed to the 2nd step, the 2nd limb, the niyamas, which are to do with the niyamas and are internal. In this respect, it's to do with the energy that's coming off of you, going out into the world. And this practice of non-violence, therefore, means to make sure that the energy that is radiating off of you, that's coming from you, doesn't disturb other people. In fact, it calms them down. And in that same text, in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it says, if you are established in non-violence, others will abandon hostility in your presence. People actually give up violence. You're such a calm influence that others feel calm around you and they don't feel disturbed. Now, of course, this is a practical thing. It's not actually a moral thing within yoga as such. It's not to do with your diet. It's not to do with your clothes. It's a practical thing for your meditation practice. Now, I'm not saying that vegetarianism won't help your meditation practice, and I'm thinking that any conscious choices tend to be better than unconscious ones, and that choices which avoid tensions and fanaticism will tend to be better than those that include them. Still, when it comes to this practice of non-violence, if we understand that what it's moving towards, that the expression of its mastery is that others will abandon violence in your presence, no, that's not the aim, it's the sign of success. Then we can understand the practice. You're going to live your life in such a way that it creates a feeling of calm for you and around you. It means you'd stop and actively stop people being violent around you. If there was a fight in the street, you would do what you can without adding to the violence to stop that from happening. And I've done this. There was a fight outside my children's school, and I was able to go in and dissolve that fight because I had no desire to be the big person in the situation. I just thought it was inappropriate for there to be violence among adults. It was actually parents fighting in front of the school, right there at the school gates. And so I was able to go in and just very calmly dissolve the situation. And there was a special feeling behind it. It wasn't just that that nothing had happened. There was a special feeling that there's something to do with my practice of non-violence which allowed that to happen. That didn't make someone think, here's someone else telling me what to do, or someone else sticking their nose into personal business. I was like a welcome way of avoiding further violence that wasn't desired. So this is the practice of non-violence, to look for things that calm you down and calm the world around you down in all your behaviour. Simple as that. So I hope this gives you a little bit of light on the practice of ahimsa, of non-violence, the first of the yamas.